The U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the United States and the oldest written national constitution still in use today. It was written in 1787 and outlines the structure of the federal government, including its powers and limitations. The Constitution also includes the Bill of Rights, which outlines the fundamental rights and protections afforded to individuals in the United States. The Constitution provides a framework for the functioning of the federal government, including the legislative, executive, and judicial branches. It is also a living document that has been amended over time to reflect changing social and political conditions. The Constitution is a cornerstone of the American democracy and a symbol of the nation's commitment to individual liberty, equality, and justice. The First Amendment to the United States Constitution, adopted in 1791, is one of the most important and cherished aspects of American democracy. It protects the rights of individuals to exercise their freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. The First Amendment is the foundation of America's commitment to free expression and the marketplace of ideas, allowing citizens to openly and freely express their views without fear of government censorship or retaliation. It is a critical safeguard against tyranny, ensuring that individuals can speak truth to power and hold those in authority accountable. The First Amendment continues to be central to the American experience and serves as a model for other countries seeking to protect the basic human right of free expression. The Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that protects the right to bear arms. The amendment states that the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The Second Amendment is a highly debated and controversial topic in American politics, with advocates arguing that it protects individuals' liberty and the right to self-defense, while opponents argue that it contributes to gun violence and mass shootings. The interpretation of the Second Amendment has evolved over time, with the Supreme Court issuing several landmark decisions on the subject. Despite the ongoing debate, the Second Amendment remains a fundamental right guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. The Third Amendment to the U.S. Constitution prohibits the government from forcing citizens to quarter or house soldiers in their homes during times of peace without the owner's consent. It was created in response to the British practice of quartering soldiers in colonists' homes without their permission during the American Revolution. The amendment is often considered less relevant today due to the country's standing army and modern military practices, but it still serves as an important protection of citizens' privacy and property rights. The Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is one of the most significant amendments to protect individuals' privacy and rights against unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. It prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures and requires that warrants be issued only upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The Fourth Amendment's protection extends to individuals' homes, vehicles, and personal effects, and have been expanded over time to cover electronic communication and data. This amendment plays a crucial role in ensuring that law enforcement agencies respect the privacy rights of citizens while performing their duties. The Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that provides various protections for individuals involved in the legal system. The amendment includes several provisions, including the right to a grand jury indictment for serious crimes, protection against double jeopardy, protection against self-incrimination, the right to due process of law, and the requirement for just compensation for private property taken for public use. The Fifth Amendment aims to protect citizens' fundamental rights by ensuring that the government cannot deprive them of life, liberty, or property without following fair procedures and adhering to strict legal standards. The Sixth Amendment to the United States Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that guarantees certain rights to individuals accused of a crime. The amendment includes several provisions, including the right to a speedy and public trial, the right to an impartial jury, the right to be informed of the charges against them, the right to confront witnesses, the right to compel witnesses to testify, and the right to the assistance of counsel. The Sixth Amendment aims to ensure that individuals accused of crimes are treated fairly and that their rights are protected throughout the legal process. It also helps to prevent the government from abusing its power by providing defendants with legal protections and a fair trial. The Seventh Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that guarantees the right to a trial by jury in certain civil cases. The amendment requires that juries be impaneled and the facts of the case be determined by a jury rather than by a judge. It also prevents the court from overturning a jury's decision unless it is contrary to the law or evidence presented. The Seventh Amendment aims to protect the rights of individuals involved in civil cases by ensuring that they have a fair trial and that their case is decided by a group of their peers rather than a single judge. The Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that prohibits excessive bail, excessive fines, and cruel and unusual punishment. The amendment aims to protect individuals from excessive punishment and to ensure that the punishment imposed is proportionate to the crime committed. The prohibition on excessive bail and fines prevents the government from imposing punitive measures that are disproportionate to the offense. The prohibition on cruel and unusual punishment prevents the government from using cruel or barbaric methods of punishment, such as torture or mutilation. The Eighth Amendment provides important protections for individuals accused of a crime and helps to ensure that they are treated fairly and justly. The Ninth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that states that the enumeration of certain rights in the Constitution shall not be construed to deny or disparage other rights retained by the people. The amendment aims to protect individual rights that are not specifically listed in the Constitution by acknowledging that individuals have rights that are not explicitly mentioned in the document. The Ninth Amendment is often cited as a source of support for individual liberties and provides a basis for recognizing and protecting other rights beyond those explicitly stated in the Constitution. The 10th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights that reserves certain powers to the states and to the people. The amendment states that powers not delegated to the federal government by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states or to the people. The 10th Amendment is designed to limit the power of the federal government by ensuring that states retain a significant degree of autonomy and authority over matters that are not expressly delegated to the federal government. The 10th Amendment reinforces the principle of federalism and serves as a crucial safeguard against excessive centralization of power in the federal government.